So recruitment. Recruitment is the process of acquiring a pool of candidates with the desired knowledge, skills, attributes, and experience so you can select the right person who will assist your business to achieve its goals. Recruitment is the process of actively seeking out, finding, and hiring candidates for a specific position or job. The recruitment definition includes the entire hiring process from inception to individual recruits integration into a company. So, lahat naman alam natin kung ano yung recruitment kasi pinaulit-ulit na sa atin yan ni Sir. So, sa recruitment, dun yung, sabi nga ni Sir, yung maggagawa ka ng advertisement kung saan nag-hire ka ng mga tao para maka-engage ka ng mga tao kung ano yung mga trabaho na gusto nilang pasukan. Tapos, and tapos, ano na yung process ng pagpili ng mga tao kung sino yung fit dun sa trabaho. So, recruitment process. The recruitment process is the steps to growing in and selecting a new employee to fill an opening in an organization. This job is usually done by managers, human resource management. Nasaan to be tayo yun? Recruiters are combination of all three. Human resource managers typically lead this process, collaborating with relevant departments and team members to streamline recruitment. The recruitment process involves finding the candidate with the
Okay na. Sir, yung recruitment process po, ito po ay kadalasang ginagawa ng Human Resource Management or ano po, yung course po namin. Dito po ay makikita natin kung sino yung tamang candidates dun sa tamang trabaho po para sa kanya. Sa recruitment process din po, dito po muna i-interviewin muna yung isang applicant kung deserve niya yung position na ina-applyan niya.
recruitment process ay recruitment process. First, identify your needs. Create a list of needs before you create a job posting. It may seem easy to identify the hiring need when you're replacing an employee who just left, but the task gets more difficult if you're creating a new position or changing the responsibilities of a role. Prepare the job description. Creating a good job description is a vital piece in crafting an effective recruitment strategy. Once you understand your business and department's need, you should determine the duties and responsibilities of the role and write them out. Third, create a recruitment plan. Save time and energy by creating a recruitment plan. Strategize the best ways to get the word out about the job. Determine who will be receiving or reviewing resumes, scheduling interviews, and deciding on the right candidate. Fourth, start searching. Use keyword recruitment tools to cut down on your search time during the recruitment process. This can be the most time-consuming part of recruiting, and keyword tools without unqualified applicants. 5. Recruit top sure candidates. The best candidates likely
The
have
best candidates likely have many options, and you'll need to maintain timely communication or they'll quickly move on to other opportunities. Use a mobile hiring app to review top candidates quickly right on your smartphone, whether you're in the office or on the go.
conduct a phone screening.
Conduct a
Once you
phone
have
screening.
May example ba kayo niyan?
Have your eye on certain applicants.
Can you cite some example? Yung mobile hiring app, can you cite some example of that?
mobile hiring app. Sir, ang pagkakaano ko ay yung sa, alam, yung kung napapanood niyo yung sa commercial ni Jericho Santos na may lalaki na yung tawag doon, yung imbes na magpasa siya ng mga papers doon sa mismong company ay meron ng through mobile phone or sa mga gadgets. Kunyari, parang ano mo lang, i-install mo lang yung app na yun, tapos lahat ng nearest na may hiring, pwede ka magpasa ng resume din. Sila na yung ano ng mismong application mo or yung mga papers mo dun sa dito sa company or sa business na apasukan.
Actually, bago pa yung mga mobile hiring app na yan, may mga, dali ka muna dun, may mga, websites na tayo about hiring, yung mga jobs.net, may trabaho.com, yan yung mga nauso before, where you can pass your resume, okay, at dun naghahanap yung mga employer ng mga candidates nila na pwede nilang makuha. Okay, halimbawa kayo, i-apply for a job, pwede kayo mag-email online. Okay, pwede kayo magpasa doon sa mga websites na yun. At tinatanong ko, naging curious ako kasi meron na pala siyang mobile hiring app. Kaya I am asking you kung ano yung mga examples nito. Itong mga mobile hiring app. Meron na din ba nito dito sa atin, sa Pilipinas? O nandun pa rin tayo sa online platform doon sa website talaga that you have to go there?
Ano, sir?
Meron na ba nito mobile hiring app nito mobile hiring app na ito sa Pilipinas?
Sir, nakita ko lang sa sa Patalastas sa TV.
Anong mismo yung app? Anong mismo yung pangalan ng app?
Wait lang sa ating hanapin. Ay, habang nahanap ko ay diretsuhan yung
Isa pa, yung sa conduct mamaya balik mo pa. Sa conduct phone screening, lalo na sa mga BPO, okay, meron talagang ganito that companies are calling applicants. Doon pa lang sa phone, through phone call pa lang na-assess nila kung pwede yung applicant sa position. So, for example, we're talking about BPO, we're talking about call center companies. Okay, so doon pa lang sa phone, nalalaman na natin kung pwede ka mag-proceed sa kasunod na process ng interview. So, we do phone screening din. Okay? Yan. Isa sa mga techniques na pwedeng gamitin ng mga company. Sige, pero tuloy nyo. Sana magbigay kayo ng example. Para hindi naman puro theory.
Ano, sir? Sir, yung trabahanap ba yun? Trabahanap. Trabahanap.com.
Online, is it a hiring app?
ano siya, ano ay, on, para, ano, ang tawag dito, sa link siya ata,
Hmm?
or app din siya, kasi meron akong na-search siya, ang tawag dito, sa Play Store, madaming job apps ang nakalagay, tapos,
So, sa Pilipinas yan, ha?
sir?
Sa Pilipinas yung pinag-uusapan natin, ha?
Oo, sir, meron.
Okay, okay. Sige. So, continue. Sige, continue. Next slide.
Interview in person. Interviews should be conducted soon after a phone screening, ideally within a week. The process shouldn't stretch on too long or candidates may lose interest. Communicate with the interviewee about where you are in the process and how it will take to get back to them with your decision. And then be sure to follow up even if you decide they're not a good fit. Be sure to allow enough time so you can be focused and give candidates your undivided attention. Sir, dito po sa interview in person is akilatisin mo na po yung candidates na nag-apply dun sa job na gusto nila kung qualified po sila or yung skills nila ay sakto po dun sa na-applyan nilang trabaho.
Sir, yung natukoy ko pala ay website siya.
Wala bang
Ito, wait.
wala bang mobile, yung mismong mobile hiring app? Ayun, sige, patingin daw. Ito yun.
Ano niyo, sir, nakikita niya? Wait lang,
Ito
nag-loading.
yung website.
Napanood mo, sir?
Yes, pero walang sound. Pero okay lang. Baka kasi maka-copyright tayo. Naka-record yung presentation niyo.
Alin, sir? So, offering the job. Just because you offer an employee a job doesn't mean they're going to accept. Take great care in this step of the process to present a desirable offer the candidate won't want to pass up. Over 90% of people report being contacted by a manager can make them accept a job offer faster. So don't be afraid to reach out, but expect the process to take time and be ready to negotiate salary benefits. So dito sir yung napasok yung kunyari yung sabi niyo po dati na yung dapat yung trabaho ay swak sa'yo or okay sa'yo yung lahat ng okay sa'yo yung sahod, okay sa'yo yung benefits. Kasi kung kahit na kung mataas man yung ang tawag dito, yung position, kung hindi naman okay yung mga salary or benefits, parang hindi din agad maano nung ang tawag dito ng employee yung gusto na trabaho or hindi niya din tanggapin. The selection of a right applicant for a vacant position will be an asset to the organization, which will be helping the organization in reaching its objectives. The selection of a right applicant for
a vacant position will be an asset to the organization, which will be helping the organization in reaching its objectives. Selection is a process of identifying and hiring the applicants for filling the vaccines vacancies in an organization. Employee selection is a process of matching organizations' requirements with the skills and the qualifications of individuals. Sir, yung selection naman po, syempre after po ng recruitment, next step na is yung selection. After mo pong mag-recruit ng mga tao, mamimili ka na po doon galing sa mga na-recruit mo kung saan sila mag-fit na trabaho po.
Paano nyo ginagawa yung selection process?
Sir, ano ay, diba pagkatapos mo ng recruitment, tas parang may OJT, yung ang tawag po dito? Yung naga...
Immersion po, parang immersion, sir. Yeah. Tapos kapag ano po ay nagustuhan po nung pinag-OJT nyo yung performance mo, pwede ka po nilang i-regular agad o ipasok dun sa company po na pinag-OJT-han nyo po.
Ano ba yun?
Yes, sir. Pag naging maganda po yung performance mo or parang napansin nila na skillful ka.
Ito nag-uusapan natin selection after recruitment. Ha? How do you do selection? Dapat pag may selection process, meron kang criteria. These are the applicants. How would you select them from the set of applicants? Ano yung magiging indicators mo? Training.
Selection po ay pag parang pag ng position, kunyari kung saan kang department, kung saan kang company, or kung saan kang saan fit yung, kung saan ka, kung ano pala yung pinasukan mong job.
Announcing the job. Once it is decided that an empty position needs to be filled or after a new position is created, the management team should list out the desired qualifications for the job. Reviewing candidate applications. Next, go through all the applications, resumes, and cover letters to narrow down the candidate pool. Discard any that stray significantly outside the desired qualifications listed in step 1. When unemployment is low, you may find that less qualified candidates are applying, so adjust your expectations according on those skills or experience that aren't absolutely necessary. When many workers are looking for jobs, you can be more particular about those qualifications. Compile a list of a suitable number of potential employees as established by your HR teams. Dito naman, sir, sa reviewing candidates applications is kapag nabasa na po nila yung application form nila, tingnan nyo po isa-isa. Kung meron po bang pasok or nakapasa dun sa qualification na inahanap ninyo dun sa listahan po.
conducting initial candidate screening. To keep your interview time to a minimum and free up management and HR resources, use phone interviews to further narrow down the pool. This can be useful for screening out-of-town candidates, and it can tell you a bit about how they communicate. While phone interviews shouldn't be used as the only way to judge personality or professionalism, it can give you insight into potential candidate suitability. So, dito po yung ano ay na i-interviewin ka through phone call para malaman kung paano ka sumagot, kung paano ka ba makipag kausap dun sa tao, kung gaano ka professional or ka ma, yung manner mo sa pakikipag-usap. Your interview questions during this part of process may include, why do you want this job? What about our company interests you? How do you think this company will help you grow in your career? The point of this brief interview is to ensure that they are genuinely committed to moving forward, as well as for the interviewer to catch any glaring red flags. It also helps the candidate learn more about the job or ask questions that they can use to remove themselves from the running if they don't think it's a good fit. It's especially useful for out-of-town candidates who may be hesitant to drive or fly without knowing more about the job. So, in short po, kunyari malayo po yung applicant, tapos pwede po siyang interview through phone call para kung hindi naman po niya magustuhan yung or hindi niya na-realize na hindi pala siya fit dun sa trabaho, pwede po siyang mag-back out ng anong tawag dito? Nang hindi na kailangan pumunta dun sa mismong company.
The in-person interviews. Now that you have more candidates in the pool, you can start setting up in-person interviews to better assess their qualifications. Whether you choose a panel or group interview or stick to one-on-one sessions, your interactions with the candidate will focus on their ability to communicate and their compatibility with company culture. Companies have been known to schedule their interviews all on one day, so managers only have to take time away from their duties once. You can choose to conduct structured interviews, unstructured interviews, or a mix of both. But be consistent in your approach to avoid discrimination or bias. This where an applicant tracking system or ATS may be useful for keeping tabs on your efforts. Yung kanina po, sir, ay pwede kang mag-interview through phones. Well, yung conducting in-person interviews naman po, ay mag-interview na kayo as in face-to-face. Mas maganda po to kaysa dun sa through phone kasi dito mas makikita niyo yung qualifications, mas maobserbahan niyo siya kung anong klase siya maging employee.
Making final candidate selection. Once everyone has been interviewed and you've received feedback from the interviewers, the hiring manager will narrow the pool down to the best fit for the job. Sometimes a second candidate will be identified as a runner-up in case the first pick declines the job offer. Since the next phase involves testing, having a second candidate in mind is helpful in the first choice doesn't pass. So, dito po sa final candidate selection, kapag nakapili na sila ng fit dun sa job, tapos biglang nagka-abera dun sa una nilang napili, meron silang parang second option na tao para kung sakaling umayaw or hindi man nga nagustuhan nung unang napili ay may papalit. Ira.
Testing the candidate. Before an applicant is brought on board as a proper new employee, the employer may make an offer of employment conditional upon passing test or a background check. This communicates that if all goes well, the job is theirs. Drug tests are common as well as criminal background history checks. So, ito po napasok yung testing the candidate, sir. Kung inatingnan po nila yung background nung applicants nila, kung wala silang record sa kahit ano paman or wala silang pangit na past, para po maging qualified sila dun sa trabaho na inapag-applyan po nila. Kasi sir, pag makuha ka ng mga applicants, dapat po maganda po talaga yung record kasi maano rin yung pangalan ng company once na maling tao yung nakuha mo dun para sa posisyon na yun.
Kaya kapag kunyari mag-a-apply ka, laging kailangang may police clearance kaya tapos may mga barangay, lahat ng clearance that kompleto ka para matingnan kung baka nakulong ka na or ex-convict ka or may dito kung hindi ka naging okay dun sa naging dati mong pinagtrabahuhan.